Happy Lover's Day, everyone. Today is Valentine's Day, but every day is Lover's Day, especially in the timeline of the new Earth, which a lot of us are trying to devote ourselves more and more to this rebeautifying of the planet, restoring ecological balance, and really forging a new alliance with Mother Earth and regreening the planet, to borrow from the Rainbow Warrior prophecy of the Cree Native Americans, which was said to be the signature of those Rainbow Warriors, people who were enthused, unified despite culture, race, together in this new eco-spiritual creed to come together and help save ourselves and save planet Earth from the ecocide that our culture has been driving towards and keeps driving towards. And of course, there's so many things going on in the world that are continuing to show the signs of the collapse of this old world order. And it's up to us to be sovereign and assert this timeline of a new Earth, an Earth that is been prophesized from a lot of indigenous peoples and ancient peoples for a long time, of a truly enlightened culture where we will restore an interdependent balance on the planet. But today is Lover's Day. Every day is Lover's Day, and I wanted to talk about how important lovers are to the new earth, how important love is, intimate love, sexual lovingness. This is truly, if you have been following my work, one of the oldest wounds on the planet is this wound around our sexual lovingness, our sense of being comfortably embodied, and our ability to have truly healthy bonds of partnership. And using sexuality in particular, the sexual force is one of the most voluptuous, robust, and powerful energies in our being. And it has the potential to be used for healing. And a lot of great visionaries, I think of Edgar Cayce, the great medical intuitive, he spoke a lot about how there would come this time, which I really feel we're starting to live in now, where the pace of modern life would become so hyperactive that our nervous systems would become very imbalanced. And the nervous systems are our nervous system, our central nervous system is kind of like our baseline energetic apparatus. I think of, in fact, in Chinese medicine, we call nerves shenjing, which is wires that conduct spirit, which I find really, really profound. So the nervous system is really your baseline conduits of energy. It composes your body, it makes sure the circuitry of everything, all the organs, everything is working together, the chakras, all these systems are working together in this kind of interdependence, which is a great reflection for how the world works, how nature works. Everything works in this kind of partnership culture of cooperating and helping each other out, which flies in the face of that sort of Darwinian idea of survival of the fittest, which we actually know now is a lot. It's very outmoded, outdated. The new earth is really restoring this sense of universal truth where it's really cooperation and lovingness between species, between all the ecology of Mama Gaia, that makes things work and is actually favored in the evolution of things. So I want to highlight on this Lover's Day, of all days being Lover's Day, that being someone who is trying to come into this new earth timeline, it means we have to really, change a lot of these old school patterns, all old world order patterns. And of course, we've been conditioned with hardly any sexual education, and then we're thrown into the pop cultural matrix where sex is really just like objectified, and we're conditioned to be lustful, and we're not really conditioned to seek deep bonded monogamous partnerships. And with the world rife with the pornography agenda, we're not really educated on how to use sexual energy for healing. And this is so vitally important. As Edgar Cayce says in his prophecy, when this time would come of nervous system overdrive, there would be this reawakening that sexual energy, sexual lovingness can be enthused to become one of the kind of universal panacea, a medicine that would help to harmonize the deep endocrine system, the hormones, the nervous system, to help restore us to that kind of nervous system harmony that is so important to regulating our lives. And so this is why we see things like sacred sexuality and Tantra becoming so popular right now in this day and age, because it's so important that we get this, that we understand that the sexual energy is this most powerful force within us, and that if we don't learn how to use it in the right way, it can become actually a poison, a danger that can throw our bodies totally out of balance. And I know this, I know a lot of us know this, because we've fallen into so many patterns of self-destruction, unhealthy patterns such as pornography addiction, sexual addiction, just the sheer conditioning to just see sex as this destination to have an orgasm, in some ways isn't really serving this higher goal of becoming orgasmic, realizing that beyond the goal of orgasm, we can learn to relax our bodies into pleasure, expanding the energy that is happening in our genitals, which are our generators, and learning to circulate the sexual energy throughout our body can, just on a simple fact alone of just deep breathing and relaxing into sex, having more slower sexual experiences, can be life-changing, because you start to realize, like, wow, this energy can be elaborated, it can be expanded. And our ancients literally said that sexual lovingness can be used as this kind of force, this almost like multi-dimensional vessel that we build together in this amazing heightened state of ecstatic lovingness, that we can grow and grow and grow to the point where people are really having these enhanced states of mystical consciousness while they're making love, which I think a lot of us feel in that little way, just knowing how good sex feels. Well, imagine if that can be expanded into ecstatic bliss, which doesn't take too much work. It's really just about changing the mindset. And if there's a few tips that I can give you, the next time you are with your lover, really set the intention before you make love to connect energetically. That could look like meditating in front of each other, imagining a stream of love going between your hearts, and really setting the intention that this is going to be an act of making love, of using this act of sex as a way to enthuse your lovingness to each other. And if you can, as you're making love to each other, as you're having sex, keep coming back to that intention in your own heart to love this person before you, and love yourself with every touch, with every kiss. Let love be there as sort of this central nexus where all of this sexual energy is being rooted in. Another great tip that you can do is, while you're making love and your genitals, of course, are getting very stimulated, start to breathe the energy of your genitals up into your heart and get into releasing these beautiful, wondrous sighs from the heart center as you that alone can be really, really, really powerful. And invite your lover, your partner, to do the same thing, just breathing this energy in and up. This can be really, really beautiful and powerful. And the third thing that I can say is, take time before and after sex to be in caresses, caress each other, and ideally try and go for a sexual experience where you don't have the orgasm. See what happens if you just allow the bodies to expand in pleasure, and just before you have the orgasm, start to just relax and stop and just edge into that space, and then just breathe and allow yourself to be in the heightened state of sexual energy. This is really what it is about, just exploring the energies of sex with a willing partner, and just having fun and playing with it. And the more we bring this healing sensibility around sex into our life, and the more we learn how to use this love energy to circulate through our bodies, you will start to see that it is this profound universal medicine that can boost your moods, boost your lovingness, boost your energy. It really is one of the most ultimate medicines. And to really start to manifest this new earth timeline, we need more and more people to delve into sacred sexuality. So today is Lover's Day. All days are Lover's Day. I hope that you can find the willingness and the intention to start to really transform your sexuality by bringing the sacred and bringing love in. And I will also say that on March 20th this year, I will be releasing my first ever book. It's called Love's Revolution, and it's a series of ecstatic poems, essays, short stories, all devoted to this paradigm of sacred sexuality and conscious partnership. So look out for that. I'll be sharing much more about that, and I think it's going to be a wonderful offering of Reading to the world. So sending you all lots of love today and all days. May you walk in beauty.